to change history, to alter the future, to revive old grudge matches, whatever it is you want to see, this is the series for you. Hello and welcome back to Cornflake's Crib for another episode of One Off What If. This is episode for you guys to tell me what you want to see, anything you want, past, present or future, cross-country battles, whatever it may be. Leave it in the comments, tell me who you want us to go, who you want to go against, any special requests, certain players, etc. Let me know and we'll crack into something for you. Today though, it is a special request from the Rugby Man 1234, super name, he's a rugby fan, and he wants to see the Cheetahs playing the Melbourne Rebels, which we have there for you today. So we got the Cheetahs here first, and well, they're a team on the rise this season. As currently time of recording, they're really ripping up the Super 15 and showing up a lot of these big teams with some super talent, and none more so than a personal favourite of mine, as he won a bet for me not long ago, Burton Francis, the number 10. As much as I like the Stormers, that was one epic match a few weeks back. Cheetahs Stormers 2013 Super 15, check that out, it was one of the best matches I've watched for a long time. So this is the Cheetahs. Pretorius and Francis will be key in that side, but when you got a captain man, hooker Strauss there, he is a real, well, he's a big inspirational man for them, and he's one they'll be looking out for to lead them from the front. And they'll be up against the Melbourne Rebels, well, a team in disarray really. Beale is back in the squad. He's got over his issues and he's back with his team. There's some definite talent there, but well, they can still blame the Australians' lack of depth within their rugby for, well, their bad results recently. But they're here in South Africa to take on the Cheetahs at Free State Stadium, and it will be the Rebels who will kick off. Currently Beale with the ball. He's had some issues recently. He'll be wanting to put that behind him and get off the match to a great start as Beale kicks off towards the Cheetahs, and it is picked up for early possession from the Cheetahs, but they've thrown that very quickly away, and oh, it's helter-skelter start for the Rebels already. They'll be looking for a good start because they've had a pretty crap season, pretty crap year, and the big bomb inside the 22 from Beale. Odd tactic, but it's come off alright as Jones claims it and goes just 5 metres short. Chance for the Rebels, but the Cheetahs, well, had a lot of men there and have turned it over. Pretorius, he'll be a key player for them. Through the backs it goes Eberson. Sadi, oh, he's a good young player, this Sadi. He throws it out looking for Van der Walt. Does find him in the end, but he's taken down pretty heavily on the 22. Pretorius again goes to the right. Eberson flicking it through. A few forwards out there. LaRue, oh, great step from LaRue. And well, this is the Cheetahs breaking out bit by bit. Pretorius again goes to the left. Forwards again through the back line. Sadi looking for Francis. Burton Francis out on the left. Good run from him, but they're side to side at the moment. The Cheetahs, no huge direction in their players. Pretorius looks to spark something from halfback. Nowhere for him to go there. Strauss has it at the back. He'll have a little pick and go. He goes sideways. Nowhere there for him. The Cheetahs, though, slowly moving up the field. Early days in this match, as this time they go to the right. It's Sadi again. Heavy in the middle. Big hit from the young centre. Out to the right. Huge pass to LaRue. LaRue's been alright so far. He's fended his man off again. And this time he's going towards touch. Van der Walt picks up another loose pass. But then he's thrown a forward pass of his own. But he's been pretty good in cleaning up those loose balls for the Cheetahs. Van der Walt. LaRue has been outstanding there on the right hand wing so far. But it's a chance here for the Rebels. Phibbs has it at the back. Good scrum for the Rebels here. A fairly talented team, or fairly talented pack really. But they've claimed their ball. Henderson, Robinson and Alo ML, the front row here for the Rebels. as Francis has some work to do as Higginbottom on the left. On the right hand side is thrown back in, and the Rebels put it into touch. I think that was Higginbottom had a little partner out there. It's gone into touch, and the Cheetahs now chance to get the ball back and to launch an attack. They'll want some points, they'll want some tries. They'll want Pretorius to launch them for St. Francis with a bit of a skip around for Eberson. Throws it out the back for LaRue. Back to Brousseau. Oh, great chance here for Brousseau. He's looking for some support. Here's Labachanche. Great run from him. Yes, they're over the 10-metre line now, the Cheetahs. Starting to get a bit excited here. Pretorius. Huge pass to Francis. Takes the man. Gives it to Rule. Oh, this is a massive chance here for them. Brousseau. And Brousseau will get the scoring underway for the Cheetahs and make it 5-0 in front of a roaring crowd. That was a great try from the Cheetahs, and the man who scored it, Brousseau, was in it. Well, he was in there a few times, made a couple of big breaks. Burton Francis, well, he's in the team after recent amazing kicking form, but his playmaking taking a turn for the best there, taking the tackle. Not an extreme speedy man. He doesn't have the super footwork, but boy, he really laid that try on a platter. The Rebels will be utterly disappointed, really. They are looking equal to the task early on, as it's a chance for Francis to get some points here for the Cheetahs. He stretches to the right, looking for the wind. Oh, just not quite enough wind for him. It was a good effort. Not often he misses them, but then again, we just do not have the luck with the kick. For some reason. So Beale getting things back underway. 27 minutes gone, just 5-0. A fairly close game so far, as it's brilliantly picked up from Woodward. And he frees it off to Cooper Vuna, who storms through a few tackles. Doesn't go very far, but really puts some men in pain there as he shrugged off probably 3 or 4 tackles. Phibbs out. Way out to the right. Now here's a huge chance for them. It's Woodward again. He's done well. Gets over the 22 and it's about 10 metres short, but the Cheetahs, oh, they're so good, they've turned it over. And here comes Pretorius looking for Landman. Eberson, Sadi. Oh, good short ball to Van der Walt. Now, here's a chance. LaRue has been impressive. What's LaRue got? An attack. Chips ahead. Gets taken out. It's gone up in the air. Sadi chasing. Hits his man, ball and all, as soon as he comes to the ground. Good chase from Sadi. Good play from LaRue. And all in all, good play from the Cheetahs as Beale has to clean up some loose passing. Brousseau, the try scorer, steps inside him as Emilel goes away with it. O'Connor. Oh, some good passing here, and here's a big chance for Inman. He's got a man outside him. It's the big lock Pyle. Pyle's taken in a big heap as he goes crashing down just 15 minutes short, and turnover for Pretorius. Pretorius will thump it downfield and now puts on the big chase. This might go too far, but it's set up a brilliant bounce. Where's it going to go for the Cheetahs? It's gone dead. Just, disappointing. An epic passage of play by both sides, and surely this will go all the way back right on half-time. There is the buzzer. And it's a scrum to the Rebels. Oh, big scrum. Oh, but a huge fight back from the Cheetahs. Are we going to see some more action before this half comes to an end? We are. Cheetahs have turned it over. Pretorius, he won't want to go to half-time. Huge pass out to his fly half. Francis, and he's got it to Eberson. Here we go. Oh, there was a huge overlap. Massive opportunity goes begging for the Cheetahs. And Francis Burton, well, he's been in the action on that left-hand side. He's been all over it. And sadly, Eberson, for 3-on-1 overlap, his final pass not going to hand, instead going to touch, and half-time is signalled with the Cheetahs ahead 5-0. As you can see by the stats, they've had the ball, but not really in their own, well, it has been in their own half, with territory just 28%. Not really what you like, but You need the ball to score points, so they're getting it half right so far, the Cheetahs. The Rebels, well, they're playing at the right end of the field. They just can't keep hold of the ball. The Cheetahs are all over them when it comes to ruck time and are proving a real nuisance in defence. 5+ phases coming up there just for the one. Not very often we see that, and always the usual handing errors. 8 for the first half. So the second half looks like it's about to get underway. And is this LaRue going to kick off? It is. So LaRue, the winger, who's been in quite superb form, to be fair, so far today, is going to kick things off for the second half, and he goes high, wind strongly against him as Van der Waal picks it up, looks out the back for Sadi, he looks out for Rule. Oh, this could be a superb start for the Cheetahs, thrown back inside for the try scorer Brousseau. Oh, what an amazing start this is for the Cheetahs. Not really what the Rebels had in mind, but they've done well here, the Rebels. And they have turned it over, and they look short side through Pyle, who flicks it up to Higginbottom, who was smashed. And they still have it though, and it might go out here to Rousseau. Oh, yeah, there's a big opportunity there, a real touch and go chance, but it's gone into touch. It's going to be thrown in from Robinson for the Rebels. Into the middle. Claimed by the Rebels, gone to Phibbs. Phibbs is wrapped up by Strauss, it looks like there. And he's got a bit of a maul going on. He's getting his players in behind him. They're going backwards here, the Rebels. The ball pops out. And it's there for Delve, I think that was. The number 8. Oh, he might be in a bit of trouble here. No, he's kept hold of it. Just good work. Higginbottom's got it at the back. He looks to the left. Phibbs thumps it straight down the middle. Cheetahs, plenty of men back there. Launching a bit of a counter-attack. Pretorius. Oh, here's Cyril Pretorius. This is a massive chance. He's got a man inside him. Everson. A fantastic effort to get away from the little goose step. But they've still got to hear the Cheetahs. They look to the left. He changes his mind. Goes to the right. All these big numbers here, LaRue. Back inside for Francis. Just fends away one man. Gives him the big fist to the full. Not fist. Palm to the face as Pretorius sees it again. Everson, they're really looking for a try here. Oh, massive chance. Oh, thrown out the back. Rowe has some work to do to even get his hands on the ball, and he had a huge amount of space out there. Gone bigging again though, but Pretorius, big space on the left here for Pretorius. He's taken by Beale. He's only about 10 minutes short, but the support is very slow, and they've lost it again. Away it goes through the back line of forwards as here comes O'Connor. Well, that's not O'Connor, that is City. And he's going through everyone here, and he's got massive support, doesn't want to use it. Here's Phibbs. He goes outside the 22, but he's, well, all those players there, and he still ends up isolated. Is amazing. Pretorius flicks it up for Brousseau. Bad pass though. And Sadi, good work cleaning up. Cheetahs seem to be getting a bit excited here. Their players are all offside. Pretorius just onside, and he gets the ball. LaRue, that pass was for him, but well, it's going a bit pear-shaped here for the Cheetahs. Wanting to capitalise on the possession. It's a beautiful day here at Free State Stadium. Superb weather. And we're not seeing a display of running rugby we'd like, but it's a turnover line out here from the Cheetahs as they spread it out through the winger. Raul Francis, oh, beautiful ball to Eberson. He's knocked it on. And it's picked up by the Rebels. So here's a chance. Here's a huge chance. It will be number 13. It's Inman who's going to score. 66 minutes gone. The Rebels are going to equalise. Oh, Inman, what a brilliant try from the mistake from the Cheetahs, and they just ball watched. Oh, and the Rebels are right back in it. Pretorius didn't have the pace. The fullback was nowhere to be seen. Oh, good try from Inman. Oh, there was a mistake too. Eberson, he had Akers in front of him, looking where he was going before he even got the ball, and knocked it on. Oh, that's a huge, huge try from the Rebels. James O'Connor will take the kick. Just over 10 minutes gone. It's going to be 7-5. O'Connor not had too many opportunities with ball in hand. As LaRue will look to kick things off again. Here it comes, looks to the left, very high, extremely high. Sardi's under it. Pretorius ends up getting it though, and he's got it back to Sardi. He's thrown it out. Oh, brilliant pass to Rule. What can he do? He's close to the touchline. Is he still in? Didn't throw that 50-50 pass. Not a bad option. Here's Pretorius. Need this try here. The Cheetahs. Oh, bad pass to Eberson. Oh, agonisingly close was Eberson there. The Cheetahs right back on attack. They were here before. They should have scored. They butchered it, and they conceded down the other end in a forward pass. Oh, trying to shift it through the back line. And it's a forward pass here, you'll see again. That one there, yep. Oh, she was a wobbly one. And time is ticking. The Rebels on their own line here, but they have 5 points, or 2 points ahead. And they got a good scrum. Oh, but it's hit back. The Cheetahs have done it twice now. Is this a turnover scrum, is it? They've got it, yes. Pretorius off the back. Is the defence fast enough? Pretorius, no, he can't get there. Good defence in the end. From, who was that, O'Connor coming up, I guess. Number 8, here we go. Try, is it for the Cheetahs? Can he get it down? He's got it down. It's a try right under the sticks. For the number 8, I think that was, who was that? Van der Walt, yes. Oh, it was a couple of pick and goes. Pretorius took it off as quick as he could. He knew that the defence would have been deep to kick, but turned over and, oh, Van der Walt. You little ripper. Great try, and the Cheetahs fans will be loving it. But the Cheetahs themselves will be relieved to get that try after we're really canning a few opportunities. It has to be said, they should have scored a couple of tries more at least. Brent Francis now to take the conversion. Time is pretty much all up. Here's the kick. Will we have time for a restart? No, we won't. That'll be it. 12-7 in an epic match. Going right down to the wire. Cheetahs dominating throughout. The Rebels with that late try in about the 65th minute, bringing this match back to life after the Cheetahs dominated all facets of the game except for the scorecard. But they have hit back, dominating that last period quite convincingly. And well, they've taken it all the way. And 12-7, they win by 5. So the Cheetahs, well, they did enough in the end on the scoreboard, but they really dominated the match throughout. Brousseau and Van der Walt, the tries. Brunton Francis with just the one kick. Inman scoring the try for the Rebels. A real opportunistic try too for the centre. Taking it from the knock-on and just scampering all the way. A good 60 metres too. O'Connor just had to tap it over from right in front to take the 7 points. The statistics in the end, well, the Cheetahs did a better job of territory in the second half, and the Rebels did a better job of possession. So things swapping around in the second half. Cheetahs had a lot more territory, but less of the ball. A lot of opportunities for them. They really ruined a good chance to smash the Rebels, but they'll take the win, and that will please these fans here at Free State Stadium as they'll go home happy. Their team winning 12-7 and taking this one. And that will wrap us up for One Off What If this week. Remember, if you have any requests for matches, leave them below in the comments. Tell us who you want to go, team against team, any competitions. It's all free for all here, and we'll get something up for you. Hope you've enjoyed this one, and we'll see you soon for the next part of One Off What If. Thank you for your company. So long.